Alright, so we just had a good look around Louth, had some lunch in the pub and a couple of nice cold beers, stocked up on beer, and now we're heading back the way we came. We're backtracking a bit, back to Rosehole Station. So I was speaking to a couple in the pub that have just come in to get some more booze, and they said they're out there, they said it's really nice, so let's go back out there. Alright, so we're travelling north from Louth back to Rosehole Station. Look how green it is out there. Look at these paddocks. Wherever you look, there's goats. They are absolutely everywhere. Look at them all. But can you blame them? Because I mean, look how green. It looks like pasture out here. They've had 40 mil of rain a couple of weeks ago apparently, so that's why it's looking so beautiful. Goats, thousands of them. Righto, almost exactly 30 k's north of Louth is Rosehole Station. So here's the turn off. There's a couple of caravans pulling in as well. Alright. No, they were at the pub, those guys. One of them's been leaking something all the way. Yeah, he's looking at it. I thought they might have had their grey water happening, but oh yeah, no, he's got a leak under there, been leaking something. Anyway, I hope they're alright. They're travelling together. More goats, with big billies out there. Big bachelor herd there. Some big ones amongst them. Righto, in we go guys. Next stop, Rosehole Station. 30k north of Louth. Alright, this looks like it. Bookings in this way, alright. So I'm going to get a campground right on the river here. Apparently they got really nice gardens here with some resident echidnas and all sorts of stuff, so hopefully we'll get to have a good look around this historic old station. Have a look at it, beautiful. And here's the lady of the house. Alright, just pulled up there at the station, spoke to Samantha, the station owner. Turns out her dad was the guy I was talking to this morning with the who's got the old beached houseboat back in town. They built two of those houseboats, the other one's here. So that's really cool. Now she has put me away from everyone else. She said, what do you want to do? I said, I just want to fish and I just want to be just, you know, nice and isolated. And so she sent me to a different part of the property where not where everyone else goes. So she's given me a few little Jesus, that grid is rough. Now she said go down here, cross that grid, then hang a lefty. So this is where we're going. I'll spin you around, give you a look. So this is where we're heading. And she said you'll come to one powered site. Oh God, I don't know. Is it that way or this way? I think it might be back this way, because she said it wasn't too far. Alright, well, you know, we'll go back this way and have a look. In we go and have a look. She said There is absolutely pigs galore in here. Pigs galore. So I'm actually not allowed to shoot them, obviously. But they're everywhere. So, righto, what are we looking for? Oh. Rough, in we go. Alright, what do we got in here? This looks good. She said there's a powered site and then there's another one up further. Well, this might be the powered site actually, because there's a power line there. So yeah, no, I don't think this is us. Nah, this is a powered site because there's the power box. So we've got to keep going up further. Oh, I hope I don't rip my aircon off in here. Righto, where are we? Right, I'm going to keep looking until I find it, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, here's my site. Have a look at that. Right on the river. Just gorgeous. And got it all to myself. Just beautiful. It's me and the birds. So, I think what we do now, it's getting towards evening, so it's lovely. And what I think we might do, eagle up there, what I might do is get the rod out, see if we can catch a carp and get some yabby nets in. I like the look of this for yabbying. So look at this, beautiful. I've got this whole bit of the river for myself. Stunning. And here we are, righty. This is what it's all about. Righto, so we're set up for the evening. Got our little fire pit. The guys are kind enough to cut us some wood, even though there's tons around. And she said just collect as much as you want. So that's good. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to crack a cold beer and settle in down on that log there with my fishing rod, see if we can catch a carp to put in the yabby nets. Alrighty, so I've caught two miserable old carp. I've chopped those up with the tomahawk and put them in the yabby nets. So I've got 4 nets in. I'm going to leave those soak overnight. I'm pretty much out of worms, but when I was at Louth and I walked down the river, I was talking to a guy who was over the other side of the bank fishing, and we were just yakking back and forth, blah blah blah. Anyway, he came into the pub when I was there to get a couple of pies, and we were just yakking, and he's heading back home to Cobar. He's a shearer from Cobar, and he doesn't shear anymore, he's hurt his back, but he gave me a bunch of prawns, like just the little pink prawns you buy from the deli. And he said the carp are eating those, so he gave me a whole bunch of those, so at least I still got some bait. So anyway, we'll see how the yabbies are going. But the sun has just disappeared down over the horizon out here. So now it's time, I think, beautiful light, to get that drone up for a look. So have a look at it down there. I'm going to skim it along the river and see how I go.
Rightio, day 2, beautiful morning, freezing cold. Thanks Ma for those thermals, they came in very handy last night. Don't know if I would have survived without them. But anyway, got the mist over the river, just gorgeous if you can see it. What are we on? Manual focus, okay. There we go, let's go there. Alright, so I've also got my first carp of the day. Good size one there, headless with the axe. So let's see how many of those we can pull out today. I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to chill out and catch carp all day. Maybe go for a walk, but that's about it. Just relax. Let's just have a look at that tree over there. It's a good chance to see their root system. Have a look at it. Imagine trying to dig one of those out. No chance. Amazing. So I lifted the yabby nets. I got a couple of little yabbies and a couple of shrimp. So I put a shrimp on the line and live shrimp, so we'll just see how that goes. I can't see us getting anything other than carp, but anyway, it's still good fun. Righto, so I've just walked from my camp up around the bend there and I've come up to here and here's this gully that runs out here past the homesteads just up there. So this gully runs right up in there. Have a look at that. So I want to have a come and have a look how far I have to walk to come up tomorrow at 10:30 Wednesday, and they do a morning tea up here by the river in a big old shed thing. So I'm definitely coming up for that. But anyway, let's go for a walk along this creek here and have a look at these old cars. Alright, so we're down in the creek. That's where it runs into the river. So have a go. Look at that giant branch hung up there. Anyway, we may as well walk right along the old creek bed, I reckon. All the red sand washed out here. It's so cool. And around the corner here, look at all these tracks. Kangaroos, pigs. Goats probably more like than pigs. This close to the station, but anyway. So, check it out. How beautiful is it? Just goes right up in there. But this is what I want to see, these cars. Old Land Rover. Oh. Yeah, it's been pushed off the edge. Cool. And down here. Yeah, and then it just flows right up there. Alright, I'm just winding myself up this wild old little creek that flows into the river. There's little branches off it everywhere. They can see the recent rain they've had because of all the debris. But look, here's another one. That's back towards camp that way. The river's back that way. So I reckon we might climb out here. Go up this little one. And then go back to camp through the bush. That's all I wanted to see, is how far the homestead was. It's not far at all. Oh, there's that tank over there where we drove in, when we first drove in. we passed that tank. Oh man, this is so cool. I just love walking through the bush out here. Just the birds. I've always, whenever I've travelled overseas, that gully down in there, whenever I've travelled overseas, you come back and you forget how unique Australia is for its birds. Birds are everywhere, and so many different species, you know, especially out here. There's just so many different birds out here. It's amazing. And that's all you can hear, always, not at night, but from the dusk till dawn, dawn till dusk, you just hear the beautiful songbirds everywhere. Righto, here we go. Hit a fence line. So let's get through that and head back to camp. Alright, so still wandering around. Seriously, I could wander around in this bush forever. It's just amazing. And that reminds me of a story of this guy. Where I grew up, you knew of this guy. His name's Possum. And in Wentworth, at the very end of the Darling, when we get to Wentworth, I'll go and show you the little monument to Possum. And his story is this white guy that, I don't know how old he was, but he took off into the bush and just stayed out there. Just lived out there. And I don't know, came back into town when he was pretty old. Something like that. So, great story. So, I'd love to show you that, tell you that story about Possum and show you his monument in Wentworth. Camp's up there. I've just gone for a walk right around up this gully and back. Anyway, have a look here, caught in the debris. Caught up on this gigantic gum here. Is this old bread tray. How do you know it's a bread tray? It says, good on your mum. Tip Top's the one. There you go. Caught up. I wonder where that came from. Somewhere upstream. So just follow these animal trails. They're already marked out for you. But we're going to have a dead end here because there's a big gnarly gully here. See, gigantic gnarly gully. And there's its delta where it's washed out all that red sand from up the back there. Certainly, oh, look at the tracks going across it. Probably, yeah, maybe pig or goat. Anyway, check it out. Fish jumping out there. Have a go at this big old tree here. I'm sure you can't tell on camera, but it's a huge tree. And have a look at all the wood that's dropped, all its branches. It's just been dropping over the years. I'd like to say centuries, but who knows how old these big things are. Look at the size of it, right up there. And look at all its branches. Just amazing, been shedding those things for years. And come down here into this gully with all the red sand that we saw washed out there. Have a look at the size of this humongous branch here. like that gigantic branch there would weigh, I don't know, have to be 2 or 3 tons surely, and 'cause it's massive. I'll put my hand on the very middle of it. Anyway, it's huge, and that's where it snapped off from, right there. Just remarkable, honestly. That's what I love out here. Over every little hill or up every little, you know, tributary, there's just something awesome, something good to look at that blows me away. But this is I just am just so in love with this country out here. It's not funny, but yeah, just amazing. So we're just following the animal track, goat, pig, whatever, up here. Probably hard to see. Anyway, it continues up this little hill. And then, like I said, over every hill there's something awesome. And over this one is our totally awesome campsite. Have a go at it. Where else do you want to be, honestly? Alright, have a go at this thing. There we go. Anyway, I'll pick him up here. Look at that big bastard. Big fat carp. So it's getting on dusk. Oh, excuse me. I've had a few beers, but I'm feeling pretty jolly. Yeah, so it's getting on dusk. When that nice light comes in, anyway, down here, this is all the carp. I've just been fishing all day, and these are all the carp I've caught. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Few got off. Pelican got 1. So 7 carp. So what I've done is I've just thrown them all under the tree. Old Giganto here. Have a look at it. Oh my god, it's huge. And so we're about, I don't know, 20 metres up to the camper there, and I'll show you from up there. Righto, so we're back in the camper, and this is looking out the window. This is just a messy old seating area, and there we go. So we're looking down there to the fish, which are all in there. That's because, same as the other day at Mays Bend, something came in during the night and ate the carp. Same thing happened last night. I only left one little bit down there at the log where I'm fishing, and yeah, something had come in and munched it all and just left scales. So I've put those over there, and I've got this. This is just a cheap little thing I bought off Temu, just a impulse thing. It's just like a little night vision sort of a camera. So I've just put it on the tripod and pointed it down there, set it up. So tonight, so I don't know what time anything comes in, but yeah, tonight we'll just sit there and watch. I'll just turn that on, turn all the lights off and watch and see if anything comes in. Morning guys, it is day 3 at Rose Isle Station. Had another good night's sleep last night, and been up, put the rods in. Already got a couple of carp this morning, and now we're on our way. We're walking up to the homestead for the famous morning tea, which is tea, coffee, scones, you know, jam and cream, all that lovely gorgeous stuff. So had a few beers last night and I'm a little bit seedy today, so this smoko will be absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait for it. So anyway, we'll keep trudging up to the homestead, and I'll give you a look at what's going on up there. Righto, here's that powered site that we came into first. So this is a beautiful site, Got your fire pit over there, power there. And there's the station over there. There's the old cars we had a look at yesterday. Here. There's some more up there I want to go and have a look at. But let's go and see what's like on the edge of the riverbank here. It's up quite high here. So there's your fire pit. So this is nice for a powered site. Really nice, but you got a fair ways to go down to the river, as you can see. I'm camping up on that level, so you're next level up here. Still beautiful. Righto guys, we're here for morning tea. Looks like everyone's rocked up. And here's the bush kitchen. Right here, how beautiful is that? Bush kitchen. Boys are rocked up for smoko. River's just out the back there. And they're getting it all ready. Look at this.
$15 a head. Okay, I'll go and get some other change. That's okay.
And we've got the beautiful kitchen. A little book exchange there. And then, gorgeous fireplace. There's a big table. And then out the side, have a go at it. Beautiful Rose Oil Station. Alrighty guys, that houseboat we were looking at in Louth, this is his sister houseboat here on Rose Oil Station. So Wally, the guy that came down, the ex-mayor of Bourke, who came down and spoke to me, the other one that was beach was on his property. Anyway, this is his daughter. His daughter and her husband own this property. So this is the other one that's out here, but it's taken a big branch fell on it apparently and damaged it. So there she is. Beautiful. I'd give you a good home too, old girl, that's for sure. I spoke to Gary, the property owner, saw him this morning. He's down the other side of the hut where we just had smoko, which was outstanding, by the way. He's putting in some bathtubs down on the river there. But I asked him if I could walk around here and take some pictures, and he said, yeah, no problem, mate, go for it. So I'll just give you a bit of a video around. Every station's the same. They have an area where stuff just gets dumped. And I love them. I absolutely love them. And this is this one. There's stuff here from everywhere, all different ages, some old, some new. But it's all amazing, so stunning. So let's go over and have a look at these old cars over here. Big gully down there that washes into the real big one that we walked through, then into the river. So have a look at these. Have a look at these stunning old things here. They just get parked and left. Amazing. Oh, 403, if anyone knows what that is. Oh, what? Peugeot. An old Peugeot. Can you believe it? Peugeot made a ute, or was it converted? Might have been a sedan that was converted. Well, what's this one? Oh, FB Holden or something. Old EJ. There. What's this, an old custom line or something? Ford. Probably had some resident stuff living in there. You got no motor. What we got here? Bits of old truck parts. Old International. There's all the side bits off it. All worth money, that stuff, to some people. What do we got here? Oh, GMC. Oh, Volkswagen. He's had a big smack up the bum and been parked. Had a huge shunt up the bum. So he's there. Another old EJ here. And just down there is where those other two are being pushed over the bank. Let's go and have a look at those while we're here. Then I'll take some still shots. Get some lovely black and white photos of those old cars there. Here's the old Land Rover, sorry. Been shunted off the edge. Just push them off the edge, why not? Oh God, it's steep as anything down here. Oh, full goat track. So what do we got? Old Land Rover. And then something else here, an old Ford, old Falcon on his roof there. So awesome. And yeah, that's that gully that goes over to the river that way. And that's what we went walking up the other day, right up in there. Alright, stunning. I feel great after that morning tea. Some billy tea, scones, homemade pies, and lovely little fritters, and some homemade brownie cake. So just what the doctor ordered. Hey guys, just sitting down here on the riverbank, just absorbing this sun. Got a cool breeze coming to my back, but I'm facing the sun and it's just so warm, and you know what I mean, it feels like a warm blanket, like it's not, doesn't burn, it's just warm. Oh, my body's just drinking it up. It's just beautiful. Only about 16 degrees, but that's because of the cool breeze, but the sun's just beautiful. Anyway, so quiet down here. Just the my old mate Pelican, he's hanging around now, he's been fed. And the birds are just always here, as I've mentioned. Amazing, just singing all day. Different ones, so many different ones. Anyway, that's just a little update on what's happening. Righto, so I just got back from the homestead and told him I'm trying to get this cat. Anyway, so one of the station hands is going to drop me down a cage, a trap later, and I've already got some cat food to put in it, so I think we'll put the trap, the cage, down just amongst that snag there, because he's coming up from this direction. Let him have a sniff around. If I put it in amongst all those roots, it won't seem so out of place being a cage. Might just get him that way. So we'll find a nice spot and hide it down in there somewhere. Alright, I just saw a goat just down off this bank. Let's see if we can scare the shit out of it. Not being very quiet. haven't seen me yet. There's another one there. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh shit, there's a whole bunch of them. They haven't seen me. They're right there. I think that one big one might be able to smell me. But the wind's coming the right way. It's blowing into my face. I'm just standing still as a statue. They don't even know I'm here. But I'm twisted around, so... Oh, I really want to just kneel down, but they'll see me. They must just think I'm a tree stump. Totally wild. He just looked at me, that one. Yep, he just saw me. There they go. Yeah, so he must have got just a whiff of me in the wind. And there they go. Alright, how cool is that? And there's Fatso out over there still trying to digest that carp. And they stink too when they run away. You can smell them, they stink, those billies. They're all billies, that was a bachelor herd.
Hey guys, alright, so, well, I've just dropped the traps back off at the station, and now we're heading back into Louth, where I'm going to have one of those lovely hot showers again in the park, and I'm going to have a look around, see what to do in Louth. But that was Rose Isle Station. I'm sure you'll agree, absolutely beautiful. So shame we didn't get that cat, but anyway, these guys will get him. So yes, into Louth, hot shower, have some breakfast, and then we might, I'll go out to the racetrack and see what the go is there, where the people are starting to roll in already. Someone mentioned there might be rain coming on Monday, today's Friday, so hopefully that doesn't happen, because that will just spoil everything. And then, yeah, if there's still lots of room at the track, we might go out to Dunlop Station for a couple of days. Have a look at that massive operation out there. But anyway, we'll just do what we do. Wing it.